And welcome, sports fans, to our second collegiate baseball broadcast here on the Bull League Twitch channel. And we'll be broadcasting the Brock Badgers versus the Guelph Gryphons. This is the OUA, one of the two OUA conference semifinal games. It's a best of one game. Be moving on to the winner of this game will be moving on to the conference final. They'll be playing either of the other two teams, York Lions or Waterloo Warriors. All right, so we've got some action happening for you. We're just going to send a quick promotional tweet to let the viewership know about this game happening right now. Tonight's game, Brock versus Guelph. Brock was the tweet first in their division to let the viewership know about this game happening right now. Sorry about that double nonsense there. All right. All right, our promotional tweet has been sent, and we're going to get this game underway. All right, so the Guelph Gryphons lineup today. Danny Barksdale, third baseman, will lead it off. 236 this season, just 6 RBIs. Heath Hunt, left fielder, in second. Third is Russ Littlewood, first baseman. Batting cleanup, the DH Bob Hoyles. From the left side of the plate, switch hitter Mark Squires, the center fielder, batting fifth, 11 RBIs this season. Seems to be the Guelph team lead in that category. Woodrow Whalen, the catcher, batting sixth. Right fielder Finley Stevens, batting seventh. Phil Anning, the second baseman, batting eighth. And another switch hitter to join Stevens and Squires is Russell Witten, the shortstop, batting ninth. Bob Tilley, the lead, will be the pitcher for the Guelph Gryphons. He was 2-1 this season with a 3.04 ERA and a 194 WHIP. He was 1-0 with no earned runs against Brock this season. Brock Badgers lineup, the home team for tonight's game: Pete Paddock, first baseman, batting leadoff. Spencer Bedford, the right fielder, in second. Switch hitting, Shannon Stone, DH, one of the few hitters to get a home run. Just one, but that was enough to tie the lead. 11 RBIs for him this season. Christopher Wicks, the left fielder, batting from the left side, in fourth. In fifth, Mike Spence, the shortstop. Mike Porter, second baseman and switch hitter, batting sixth. In seventh, Lloyd McAndrew, the center fielder. Nick Klassen, the third baseman, batting eighth. Trevor Bevan, the catcher. The .065 average, but a decent catching arm, we're hoping. Batting ninth, Alistair Shortall, the pitcher tonight for the Brock Badgers. This game is coming at you live from George Taylor Field in St. Catharines. Manager for Guelph Gryphons will be Farquharson. Manager for Brock Badgers, Carnell. And we're going to get this game underway. And it's October 11th on the calendar. It's a little bit cold and rainy here in St. Catharines with 43 degrees Fahrenheit as the temperature. Wind is blowing out to right at 13 miles an hour. And we have 496 students and fans in attendance tonight at Brock U. And you know what they say about Brock. If you can walk and talk, you can go to Brock. And if you can play baseball, you can go there too. Alistair Shortall, the pitcher for Brock tonight. And Danny Barksdale will lead it off, the third baseman for Guelph. Shortall 1-0 this season with a 2.33 ERA, and the full count pitch to Barksdale goes out of the zone, and that'll be a walk. Shortall, the leadoff walk given up to Guelph here in the top of the first. Heath Hunt up to the plate. Fly ball to right, but coming in for it would be Bedford. No chance for Barksdale to advance to second. Russ Littlewood, the right-handed batter, first baseman for Guelph. The 1-1 pitch hit hard into center. Getting there in time was McAndrew, and that will send Barksdale back to first, retreating under a flag of truce. Bob Hoyles, the cleanup hitter, DH for Guelph, now up to the plate with 2 out, and he goes down on a called third strike, or sorry, swung on third strike, and that'll end the inning. 1 left aboard for Guelph. Brock up to the plate. Pete Paddock leading it off. And looks like Guelph didn't submit their player photos for this game, so we won't have any of those. And Paddock goes up the middle with a grounder and diving for it, but not coming up with it was Lanning. Phil Lanning, a decent defense at second, but wasn't able to get that hard hit Paddock grounder. So Spencer Bedford up to the plate with 1 aboard for Brock.
Strike 3, you're out.
Swung on and missed. 0-2 pitch, and he'll go down on a third strike. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Shannon Stone, the DH. He'll take a free pass. Paddock will go to second. Christopher Wicks, the batter. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and he could not help but swing for that very wide fastball, and that is 2 away now. 2 on. Mike Spence, the batter. Hit hard to third, but they'll get the force at second, and that ends the threat. 2 runners stranded for Brock. But they do get a base hit in the bottom of the first as we move to the second inning. The center fielder, Mark Squires, leading it off for Guelph, and he goes out on a changeup. Not too pleased with himself for missing that one. 1 away. Hit hard up the middle by Whalen, but it's floating in the air long enough for McAndrew to track it down. 2 away here. Brock fans very pleased with the defensive effort they're seeing so far. Finley Stevens, the batter, right fielder, and he goes down on a strike, and that is strikeout number 3 for Alistair Shortall in just 2 innings. Bob Tilley, the pitcher for Guelph. Mike Porter, the second baseman, batting. And a hard hit grounder to short, but that'll be out. Witten, no trouble playing it to Littlewood. Lloyd McAndrew, the center fielder. Klassen in the hole. Rain is beginning to fall here. A 1-1 count to McAndrew. And this is hit to third for the easy force. At first, Nick Klassen. 2 away and fouls it in the dirt. The rain's let up now. 0-1 count to Klassen. And this one's grounded to short, but he doesn't beat the throw at first, and that will retire the side. Brock still scoreless against Guelph. Phil Lanning, the batter,
Strike three
for the Gryphons, and he goes down on a called third strike. Shortall with 4 strikeouts today. We're down to the bottom of the order. Russell Witten, opposite field fly ball to left. Wick is there in time to make the out. Danny Barksdale back to the top of the Guelph Gryphons order. A hard hit grounder to third. Playing it easily was Klassen, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Guelph as we move to the bottom of the third. Brock Badgers up to the plate, and Trevor Bevan with a hard hit. Ball to the fence in center field, and he pulls up with a double. Squires chasing that one down the bottom of the fence. Great arm by Squires to try to make the play at second, but just didn't have enough juice. Ground out by Peak Paddock. Bevan will remain in place, sheltering in place at second, as it were. And the left-handed batter Spencer Bedford with 1 away and 1 runner on. He goes opposite field into left. This will drop in for a hit. As Hunt can't get there in time, Bevan goes to third, and we have runners on the corners with just 1 out. Shannon Stone, the batter. He goes up the middle. This will drop in for an RBI single. Bevan scoring from third, and Bedford to second. As Brock turns up the heat and gets a run across the plate. Chris Wicks takes a 3-2 pitch for a walk. Bases loaded for Brock. And the Badgers have Mike Pence up to the plate. And this one drops in on a single to center. That'll score Bedford from third, and it's 2-0 for the Badgers. What a great inning they're having. 4-hit inning. Mike Porter up to the plate. And this fly ball is going to the left side. Bob Tilley still pitching for Guelph. No activity in the bullpen. 2 away now for Lloyd McAndrew. Base is still loaded. Hard hit grounder to first, but they'll play this back to the pitcher covering the first base bag in time, and that will end the inning. Brock leaves 3 aboard, but they are able to get 2 across the platter on a 4-hit, 2-run inning. Keith Hunt to lead it off for the Gryphons. Littlewood on deck, Hoyles in the hole. Alistair Shortall now enjoying a 2-0 lead so far here at the top of the 4th. And the 3-2 pitch misses wide. They'll send Hunt to first on a walk. Russ Littlewood up to the plate. And the runner was in motion there. Ground out to short, so that gets Hunt to second easily. 1 away. Bob Hoyles up to the plate. The DH batting fourth. Hard hit fly ball deep to left on the track. And Wicks is there to make the catch. Hunt will wisely stay at second. That one looked very close to the fence there. Wicks almost having to jump for that one. Mark Squires up to the plate, 2 down. The runner on second. And this is a line drive into left. This will be good for an RBI double for Squires as Guelph answers Brock with the hit and a run of their own. Badgers still in the lead by a run. Squires on second. And Woodrow Whalen grounding to short. That'll end the threat. Guelph is held to just 1 run here in the 4th. Brock will get a chance to try to increase their lead now. Nick Klassen up to the plate. Goes down on a called third strike. Strikeout number 3 for Bob Tilley. 3 in the third inning. Trevor Bevan up to the plate. Looping fly ball to right, but easily caught by Stevens. 2 down for Pete Paddock, the left-handed batter. Grounded to second, over to first, and that is the inning. Brock still holding a 1-run lead over Guelph. The Gryphons will send Stevens, Lanning, and Witten up to the plate, and Stevens takes one the hard way. His first postseason hit batsman. Short all. Again, leaving Guelph to get a runner aboard. First batter aboard. Their mistake in the second, or in the fourth inning too. And going for the steal is Stevens. He's safe at second. Bevan unable to gun him down. And so a leadoff hit batsman has now turned into a bit of a problem for Brock, as they've got a runner in scoring position with no out. Lanning takes one as well, and that's a second hit batsman in a row. Short all. Now has 2 runners on. No outs. Russell Witten up to the plate. And this bunt back to short all. That will advance the runners, but Witten is retired on the throw. So a sack bunt, moving the runners into Stevens into third and Lanning to second. So 2 runners in scoring position for Barksdale, who goes to opposite field and right. Stevens on the run, safe at at home, and Bedford may have been injured there, tracking that one down and right, but he's all right. But Guelph scores another run to tie as they follow up that sack bunt with a opposite field fly out. So 1 aboard still on second. Lanning sitting on second base. Guelph with 2 out, 2 runs. And a wild pitch will move the runner to third. Lanning taking advantage of that one. 2-2 count now to Heath Hunt. 2 away. And he goes down on an inside swing and a miss. To end the threat, Guelph, however, evening up here in the top of the 5th, and Brock will now try to make some more space, bring that lead back. Spencer Bedford leading it off. It's, looked like he might have been injured in that last inning on the defensive play, but he was able to shake it off. And he flies out to center on a 3-2 pitch to lead off his at-bat. Shannon Stone now up to the plate, the DH. The Badgers. And another fly out to center. Squires gloving that one. 2 away all of a sudden here in the bottom of the 5th for Christopher Wicks. Hard hit grounder up the middle, and he'll trot to first with a base hit, as neither second baseman Lanning or Witten could come up. The shortstop Witten could come up with that one. So Christopher Wicks on first. Mike Spence up to the plate now with 2 away. Hit hard to right. Getting there in time was Stevens, and that will end the 5th inning for Brock. Zilch, nada, nothing, goose egg. Roger Gravel pitching now for the Badgers. Was 0-0 in the season, 7.2 innings, 4 hits allowed, just 1 earned run, 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. Making his first postseason appearance here, Russ Littlewood up to the plate, first baseman for the Gryphons. And this wide pitch, he gets some wood on it, drops in a looping Pop fly to left, but it drops in for a base hit, so that will be the first runner aboard for Gravel, allowing the leadoff runner to get a hit there. Hoyles the DH with a long fly to center. Littlewood retreating back to first. Mark Squires, the right-handed batter, center fielder for Guelph. One out, one aboard. And this one is a foul territory fly out over on the first base side. Paddock manages that one easily. 2 away for Woodrow Whalen. And this grounder to first, playing it back to the pitcher, Gravel, covering the first base bag. And that is the end of the inning. Brock here in the bottom of the 6th. Going to check our other game today. York University hosting the Waterloo Warriors. York's ahead 4-1 so far, and they're currently in the bottom of the 6th as well. They're having a big inning. With 1 out, they've got bases loaded. Ken Luckwell up to the plate. Elijah Finney coming into relief for Waterloo. We'll back to the action here in St. Catharines. Mike Porter up to the plate. Sean Dickey now replacing the pitcher for the Gryphons. Dickey 2-1 on the season with 26 innings, allowed 23 hits in that time, 9 earned runs, 10 walks, 15 strikeouts for a 3.12 ERA. Porter leading it off for the Badgers. Hard hit line drive to the shortstop, Witten, and he's able to play that one easily for the out. Lloyd McAndrew up to the plate. Bouncer to first, but it's called a foul, and starting to rain again here in St. Catharines. We'll see if it keeps going or if it lets up. McAndrew, the 1-2 pitch rather. A hard hit line drive to short, and that's 2 away. Witten tracking all these ones quite handily. The right-handed batter, the third baseman, Nick Klassen. And it is a rain delay as that first pitch misses. Low. 1 hour and 7 minutes was our delay here in St. Catharines. Thank God we didn't have to sit through it during the broadcast. All right. Brock still up to the plate with Nick Klassen, 1-0 count. Jump to a 3-1 count, and he'll take a walk with 2 out. Trevor Bevan, the catcher. He'll take an inside free pass, and that is 2 runners aboard now for the leadoff batter, Pete Paddock. Hit hard to right, dropping in for a base hit, and that will score Nick Klassen from second all the way around third and coming home. Bevan to third, and Paddock with an RBI double. Brock back in the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Still 2 out. Spencer Bedford up to the plate. He'll ground this one to short, but it makes it out of the infield. A 2 RBI single as nobody's able to come up with it. Bevan and Paddock both rounding the bases and coming home. And that will bring up Joe Harper to quickly stem the flow of runs here for Guelph. Brock now up 5-2, the 3-run inning. Spencer Bedford on first base. Shannon Stone up to the plate. Bedford on the move. This is a fly ball to right. Does it drop in? No, it's a shallow right fly ball, but Stevens raced hard to get it. And that will stop the flow of runs for the Badgers. Guelph will now attempt to climb out of this hole they've dug themselves into here in the 6th inning, or in the last inning. Now they're in the top of the 7th. Stevens with an attempt to bunt there. Unsuccessful. As that one missed. A 2-1 pitch now. 3-2 pitch rather. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to Finley Stevens, the right fielder. And Phil Anning comes up to the plate with one away. And swings and grounds to the left side. The third baseman unable to make the throw. Klassen holds onto it. Guess he didn't have a good grip on it. And with one away, Gryphons have a runner aboard. Grounded to short, over to second. That'll be 2 as they make the 6-4-3 double play to end it in the top of the 7th. And it's 5-2 Brock Badgers over Guelph Gryphons so far. And we're in the bottom 7th here. Christopher Wicks will lead it off for Brock, and he flies out to right on his 1-1 pitch. Joe Harper still in for Guelph. Came in an emergency last inning. Oh, the diving play by Littlewood on that hard hit line drive by Mike Spence to the right side. Littlewood, the first baseman, had that. Not a lot of first basemen could have come up with that one. That was an incredibly hard hit pitch, or hard hit ball. Porter, the ground out to short. That's going to end the 7th. We'll move into the top of the 8th. Guelph has another opportunity to try and even the damage here. Scorer Jean-Bernard Delaunay. Now pitching for the Badgers. 3-0 in the season, 23 innings, 13 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 walks, and 20 strikeouts. The right-handed pitcher had an ERA of 1.17 during the season, making his first postseason appearance here against Danny Barksdale, the third baseman. Barksdale had a sac fly last time up, and this is an easy ground out to Klassen over at third base. One away. Keith Hunt up to the plate. Struck out in the 5th inning, and he flies out here in the 8th as he goes 0-3 so far. Russ Littlewood up to the plate now for Guelph. And he goes down on a check swing. Third strike, and he appeals, but no, he went all the way around, so that's strikeout and end of the 8th inning. So Brock up to the plate again. Lloyd McAndrew up to the plate. And that soft line drive to right, easily tracked down by Finley Stevens for an out. Nick Klassen now up to the plate with one away. And the delivery and the 3-0 pitch from from Harper has given Klassen a walk. Trevor Bevan now batting. And a line drive to center. This will drop in for a base hit as Klassen goes to second. Brock is rocking it here in St. Catharines as they get another runner aboard and another runner in scoring position with just one out. Pete Paddock up to the plate. Ball 4. Bases are now loaded for the Badgers. Spencer Bedford, 2 for 4 today with 2 RBIs. Had that single in the 6th. This is hit to second. They get the runner at home, but he's safe at first, so safe aboard a fielder's choice. The Guelph infield was really playing it shallow. So they were able to prevent the run, but not the batter from becoming a runner. So bases still loaded, 2 out for Shannon Stone. Hard hit grounder to second, and that will end the inning. Brock strands 3, but they have a 3-run lead. They're still sitting pretty comfortably over the Gryphons. Bob Hoyles, the DH, is due up. Squires on deck with Whalen, the catcher, in the hole. J.B. Delani giving up a walk to Hoyles. Left-handed Squires up to the plate. And he'll take a free pass. So back-to-back walks here to start the 9th inning for Guelph. That'll bring the tying run to the plate with no out. And pinch hitting now, Dennis Tite, who was 1 for 11 on the season, but is rated as a really good bunter. So we'll see if that's exactly what happens here. No out. No doubt the Badgers are playing it shallow. Hard hit line drive to right. This hits the fence. 1 run will score for sure as Hoyles rounds third and comes home. Squires moves to third, and we have an RBI double for Dennis Tite. That'll shave 1 run off of that 3-run lead that Brock had. So three runs now for Guelph. Mark Wicks, the pinch hitting for the Gryphons. 12 hits on 30 at-bats this season, 7 RBIs. He had a 400 average and a 1,014 OPS. Did really well this year. Pop fly in the infield. And that would be out number 1 now. At the top of the 9th. Still with 2 runners in scoring position. That tying run at second, potentially, for Phil Lanning, second baseman. And he'll take a free pass. That's 3 walks for J.B. Delane. Just 1 strikeout. Russell Witten, bases loaded and 1 out. He goes down on a half swing, but on the appeal he went around, so strike 3, 0-2 count. 2 away now as Delani will try to pitch himself out of a jam. Badgers are not flinching, and they're letting Delani continue this tough 9th inning. Browner makes it out of the infield. The tying run has come home. No, they get the out. They get the out at third, and yeah, tying run did come home. But the third out was tagged at third, so that ends the inning. But a tie ball game once again for Guelph and Brock here at the bottom of the 9th. Philip Duncan, the left fielder, up to the plate. Cletus Waltenberry now pitching for the Gryphons. It's very exciting and very close game here, St. Catharines. Cletus 1-0 on 9 innings, 11 strikeouts with a 6 ERA. Philip Duncan with a fly ball to right. This will drop in for a base hit and a sliding double to lead it off here in the bottom of the 9th. Mike Spence, the shortstop, in for the Badgers next. And they go for the intentional walk to set up the forced play at second, third, or first, really. With no out, it's a bit of a gamble. Mike Porter now up to the plate. Porter batted .304 in the season with a .820 OPS, 17 hits and 56 at-bats, but he's 0 for 4 today. And he takes his 3-1 pitch wide for a walk, and bases are loaded for Brock with no out. Setting up a potential disaster here for the Gryphons. And they've got the infield as far in as they'll dare. Lloyd McAndrew, no out and bases loaded. He could be the walk-off hero here. The 1-2 pitch, he goes down chasing that one for strike 3. So Cletus Waltenbury finally with an out here in the bottom of the 9th. Trying to prevent some walk-off heroics here. Nick Klassen up to the plate. 775 OPS on the season, 12 RBIs, 21 hits and 61 at-bats. He was one of the better hitters for Brock on the season. And he grounds this one to short. They prevent the run from crossing with a throw home. So that's 2 away, but bases are still loaded. Trevor Bevan up to the plate, 2 for 3 tonight. A vast improvement on his regular season. He only had 2 hits all season. The catcher, Bevan. See if they place him. No, he goes down swinging, and still a tie ball game. Brock unable to convert any runs, despite at one point having no outs and bases loaded here in the bottom of the 9th. So the score remains tied up at 5. We'll move to the top of the 10th here. And it looks like Brock's run out of pitchers. They've got a unknown pitcher coming in. Another alumni, no doubt. He'll strike out Heath Hunt here in the top of the 10th. And Russ Littlewood up to the plate. Grounding this one a second. For the easy force at first, Porter to Paddock. Bob Hoyles up to the plate with 2 out. Hard hit fly ball to center. Back for it is a McAndrew, but makes the catch easily, and that retires Guelph. Here in the top of the 10th, we'll move to the bottom of the 10th. Cletus Waltenbury still in for the Gryphons. Pete Paddock up to the plate. Takes a free pass on the full count pitch. Spencer Bedford with no out, 1 on. Grounding this one to first, muffing the ball is Littlewood. Bedford reaching safely on the error. This could be a turning point for Guelph in a game that's been full of them. Spencer Bedford at first, Paddock at second, Shannon Stone 1 for 4 tonight with an RBI. Up to the plate with no out. Missing that fastball is Waltenbury, and he's now walked Stone. So once again, in back-to-back innings, Brock has managed to get 3 runners aboard with no out. And Griffin's defense will attempt to shut down Brock, but does lightning strike twice? We're not sure. Philip Duncan up to the plate now. The cleanup hitter for Brock settling into the batter's box. The 1-1 pitch hit high to right. Tagging up is Paddock. No, too shallow. Paddock thought about it, but the arm from the right fielder, Dennis Tite, was just too much to risk, and so Paddock stays where he is with 1 out now. Base is still loaded for Brock. A grounder to second. Sorry, line drive to second by Spence, and that is 2 away all of a sudden. Mike Porter now stepping into the batter's box. So once again, Guelph defense really shining here as they're so far able to keep Brock from scoring with bases loaded and no outs in 2 innings. Brock now has 2 outs. Mike Porter up to the plate. Fly ball to right, and floating under it is Tite. That will end the inning. So again, 3 runners left aboard for Brock in back-to-back innings. They're in back-to-back walk-off opportunities too. But that was not the case. Guelph, top of the 11th now. Kenny Woodside, the pinch hitter, goes down on a 3rd swing and a miss, strike 3, so full count strikeout for him. Mike Deville, pinch hitting.
Strike 3,
and he goes down on chasing a curveball. Third strike there. Dan Almy, the catcher, now for Guelph, and he takes a walk. Ball 4. 2 away with a runner on for Delanning.
Strike 3, you're out.
He goes down to the strikeouts. So 3 strikeouts in this inning for Jim Unknown. Bottom of the 11th. Lloyd McAndrew will lead it off for the Badgers as we reach the bottom of the Brock lineup. Waltenbury delivers. Slider that catches him looking. Really fooled him. Nick Klassen up to the plate, 0 for 3 today.
Strike 3, you're out.
And he goes down on a third strike, swinging a miss on that 0-2 pitch. Trevor Bevan, 2 for 4 today. And he'll strike out. That is 3 up, 3 down on 3 straight strikeouts for Cletus Waltenbury. He's really turned it up a notch. 5 strikeouts on the game. Sean Lister up to the plate for the Gryphons. Fly ball to center, but getting there in time was McAndrew. Danny Barksdale, 1 for 3 today with 3 RBIs. He had a big inning back in the 9th. 2-run single. And he drops one into left for a sliding double. Duncan loving it. Unable to throw out Barksdale at second, so with 1 away, Guelph now in position to get the go-ahead run, potentially, and they walk another another batter, so 1 away with 2 on. Go-ahead run at second. Littlewood up to the plate, 1 for 5 today. Knocking this one to third, but they'll get the double play as Klassen throws it to Porter, who throws it to Paddock. And Paddock will lead it off now for Brock. Here in the bottom of the 12th. This extra inning game, the fans really getting their money's worth. So likely not a lot of ticket sales, but some concessions here. Bedford flying out to center. 2 away all of a sudden. And Ron Hoyles comes in to pitch now for Guelph. Guelph now thinking about preserving some arms should they go into the next round. And strike 3 swung on and missed by Shannon Stone. And out number 1. Hoyles flies out to left. Woodside strikes out. And another Jim Unknown has come into the game. Another unknown player, as they've run out of pinch hitters on the Guelph team, and well, now they're going to the alumni and B team players. All right. Top of the 13th is over as we move to the bottom of the 13th here. This game really stretching it out here, tied up at 5. Bill Duncan leading it off for Brock with a leadoff walk. Ron Hoyles gives him a free pass. Al Hutchings now pinch hitting. 0 for 6 on the season, but he does have an RBI and a 364 OPS. Had a couple walks. Hits a line drive to right. This will drop in for a base hit. And with no out, Brock has 2 runners aboard. Mike Porter up to the plate.
Hit high to center. Retreating to second is Duncan. Tagging up though, and the safe on the throw to third. What a throw. Duncan getting there in time though. Barksdale unable to put the glove on him. Ron Meyer pinch hitting now for the Badgers. One out. Duncan 90 feet away from winning the game here. Grounder first. They'll get the out at first, but that's it. An infield hit with an RBI single for Brock, and that will win the ball game for the Brock Badgers. So a walk-off RBI ground out to first. And that was it. Bottom of the 13th, pinch hitter Ron Meyer, run-scoring single rather, off of Ron Hoyles, so he was safe at first as they locked him up. They weren't sure if they were going to throw home or throw to first. They should have played it safe and thrown it home. Anyway, Badgers win 6-5 over the Guelph Gryphons. Guelph with 5 runs, 6 hits and 1 error. Brock with 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. This 13-inning ball game lasting 6 hours 48 minutes in front of 496 fans. Winning pitcher today was Jim Unknown. The blown save going to J.B. Delaney for Brock. Losing pitcher was Ron Hoyles for Guelph. And the other ball game that was going on today, we'll get the score for that in a moment. York defeating University Waterloo Warriors 6-4 in that game. Thanks very much for watching these semi-final conference semi-final games over in the OUA baseball playoffs. And next up will be the conference finals for the OUA and the conference finals for the CCBA. So it'll be York versus Brock for the Ontario side, and the conference final for the CCBA will be Carleton Ravens against the Dalhousie Tigers. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next Bull Baseball broadcast.